G'day guys, welcome back. I'm going to have a little play with some resin today, as you do, and I'm going to try for some striations. Oops, I'm getting fingerprints on my piece. Some striations, because sometimes I try for dragon scales like this, or striations more like that. So I really like this one, so I'm going to try for something like that. Now, I saw a post by the lovely Daniela Rosa. Hi, Daniela, if you're watching. And she did this gorgeous platter, and she had really nice striations in there. So I'm going to have another go at doing striations. So I'm just going to put a little bit of black paste in this cup here. I've got about 1/3 of a cup. I want it just opaque, not really heavy opaque, just opaque. I hope I didn't put too much black in there. So I'm trying with the pigment paste and a tint, a resin tint. So we'll see how I go with that. It's a little bit hard to see, but I'm hoping that that's, if I tip it like that, it's kind of a little bit transparent. I'll put a tiny bit more in. But anyway, I'll just have an experiment with it and see if I can get the striations. Because I don't want it really opaque. Otherwise, when you get this like dark ring around it, around the edge, and I don't want that. So I think that'll do. It's just opaque, but you can still see through it a little bit when you tip your stick like that. So hopefully that's okay. Now this one, I'm not sure exactly what color I want to do. I've got this one. It's called Lapis. It's from Resin. So we'll see what it's going to do. And this one, I've put myself a little note on there. It says goes blue. I might put a little bit of each in. 1 drop of each, because this one's more of a blue and one's more of a green. So we'll see how they go. They're very strong colors. Look at that. You don't need a lot. It's a resin tint, not an alcohol ink. I think, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's kind of like a liquid pigment, really. Okay, so that one's a little bit too transparent. We'll do 1 more drop of that one. I'm kind of going for a bluey teal kind of color. Still a bit too transparent. Another 2 drops, so that's 5 drops all up, and I've got about just over half a cup. These are 4-ounce little cups. They hold yeah, 120 grams ish. I might need more actually. I might need 2 cups of this one. It's a really pretty color. Again, I'm not sure exactly how transparent I should do it. Oh gosh. All right, we'll just have to test it, hey? I think what I'll do is I'll get going. Actually, and with this stuff, you have to make sure it's really well mixed. Otherwise, you tend to get little streaks. And you don't want streaks. Isn't that a pretty color? Hopefully there's no streaks. All right, so I'm going to get started. I've still got a heap of resin left over, and I've got some of these. Actually, I haven't even opened that yet. I should open it. Oh, they're ice resin glitter shards. I thought that might be nice because I want them to sink. I don't want them to float. All right, let's get started with the black around the outside. And yeah, I don't need a lot. I just want a thin little rim around the outside. I think if you put too much on, the black kind of takes over a bit. So just a nice little, I think that's about right. Now I'm just going to make sure that's going into all the little edges there. So that's done. All right, so that's my black. So now I'm going to pour this one, but I'm not sure, like I said, if I need more. That I don't think it's going to go very far, is it? I do want a slight sort of transparent center. I don't mind if it's a little bit on the blue side. It's a pretty color, that, isn't it? But yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much of this I need. Probably could have done a whole cup. And then see, the rest of it's just clear then. I'll try this amount and just see how it goes. I just wasn't sure how much of this colour to put in, you know. Do you want to fill the whole thing and then push it out? And I don't know. See, I've got a lot of clear left. I might do another one just to see. Let's do another half a cup and see if I can get the same colours. So I'll put about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of that one in, and I think I did like 2 of that one. Let's see if I can get a similar colour. I don't know if I should do it. I don't know if I should do it. It's a very similar colour. Whether I just pour the clear in. Look, I don't know. Look, I'm just going to pour the clear. Oh gosh, now I probably haven't got enough resin. Alright, I'm going to do it because I've made it up. Looks a little bit darker than the other one actually. Won't matter. Okay, so that's my colour. Now, I'm just going to fill that in with the clear. I probably didn't need all that blue, did I? I probably should have had more of the clear. Oh gosh, but you just don't know until you have a go. You don't know. Alright, so that's all my resin. I made up 280 grams of mixed resin for this size. This is what is this? This one is 24 centimeter round. It doesn't have to be full because I'm just experimenting here. So hopefully it'll work. I'm just cleaning my mixing stick off so I can use it again before it dries off. Right, so that's that. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to do some torching, and then I'm going to kind of blow it around a little bit with my heat gun. It's getting a bit low on gas in this one. Alrighty, and then I'll put these in. I just want to try and sort of mix this up a little bit. I'm just going to go on low. Just going to kind of go around a bit. Oops. I like to get on that side. That'll do. Right, now let's have a look at these little glitter shards. I think those are pretty colour. Does it matter that that's not a complete circle? This is my OCD in me going, it's not a complete circle. So I shouldn't fiddle with it, should I? It's when you start getting those little wispy things like that I didn't want. All right, let's just leave it. Now I'm looking for a spoon. There we go. It's going to put some of these in the middle, and I'm hoping that they're kind of going to be heavy enough to sink, because I don't want them floating up to the top. There we go, they're sinking. And I don't want too many either, I just want a little hint of them. want them like too thick and too heavy. I might just get my little tape measure out though and see if I'm in the middle. Because you want it to be in the middle. All right, what are we here? 12. 12, yep, that's pretty good. Pretty good. A few more in. Picking them up with my wet stick though. They're sticking to my stick. As long as I don't drop one where it shouldn't drop, then I'll be all right, hey? Should be more careful. Knowing me, I'll drop it where it's not supposed to drop. All right, so these, that's what I wanted. I wanted it to be still kind of see-through there. My black's taking over. It's hard to know, you know, how much black to put on. I didn't think I put that much black on, but it's certainly taking over. I can see some bubbles under here. Try and get those bubbles to come up so I can zap them. Alrighty. Okay, so now I guess I just have to wait. I do feel as if I've put too much black on now, but at least I can, you know, go back and watch this video and look at how much black I actually did, and then I can change it up next time. That's sort of one of the reasons why I started doing the video, so that I could watch back and see what I did wrong or what I did right. And a lot of bubbles today. All right, so I'm going to leave that. I'm hoping that that ring on the bottom, the blue, see the blue ring on the bottom, I'm hoping that will kind of disappear. So no point fiddling with it anymore. I'm just going to have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I'm a little bit concerned I put too much black on. But yeah, I'm just going to get my gloves off. I'll bring you down for a bit of a close-up if I can get my glove off. It's starting to, oh, it's very glary, isn't it? Starting to move. I didn't use a very thin resin. I used the Platinum 360 Plus, which has a pretty quick setting time. So to get striations, I may have to go to the Platinum Ultra Clear, which takes a lot longer to set up. So I may get more movement that way. It's not really knowing what to focus on. So, but anyway, yeah, I guess I'll be back shortly in about an hour, and we'll see what it's done. So I'll see you then. So it's been about half an hour, and this is what it's doing. There's the edges. You can see black around the very edge there, and then we've got some blue poking through, and then we've got some more black, and then we've got some more blue with the clear. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get striations. I think it really depends on the resin you're using. I think some are more prone to striations and some aren't, but we'll see what happens when I unmold it. I can probably unmold it later on today, actually, because this resin sets up in like 8 hours. You can unmold it, which is really good if you want to move on to the next thing tomorrow. So yeah, looking good. It is very dark though, but yeah, I'll do it again and only use half the amount of black, like just a tiny little bit around the edge, but we'll see what happens. All right, I'll see you for the unmolding. Righty guys, I wasn't planning on doing a bowl, but I want to see if I can, if I haven't left it too late, if I can put it into my bowl. So I think I'll put some gloves on just in case. I don't want to leave any marks. I probably left it a bit too long because I wasn't really planning on doing a bowl, but then I thought, why not? I've been doing a lot of bowls lately. I just think just a flat plate, you know, what do you do with it? Things will roll off it. So the sides are still bendy. The middle is probably quite set though, because this resin, I think all resins in the center, they get hotter in the center, and they tend to cure faster in the center, don't they? Oh, look at the transparency of it. Came out so easily. Let me just put that behind me. All right, look at that. Is that a fingerprint? Did I leave a fingerprint? Oh gosh, did I just leave a fingerprint on it? I shouldn't use this tissue. This is the tissue I use to wipe my bowl with silicone. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at the back, shall we? Oh, it's very similar to the front. Not a lot of difference. Haven't actually got much in the way of striations that I wanted. Let me just put this there for 1 minute, and I'm just going to come up behind you, sneak up behind you, and let's see. Actually, the bowl's in. See if I can show you. I've got dust on it from the tissue. So there's not a lot of the striations there. It's still really pretty. So that's the top. That's the bottom. Probably got more striations. It's dusty from the tissue. So it didn't really work as well as I was hoping it did. I mean, it still is pretty. Look at that. Very transparent. Now, which side will I use? Is the question. Which side will I use? I probably don't need the glove. So, that way or that way? I don't think there's a lot of difference in it, actually. I think I probably prefer that way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to push it in there or not. Let me just center that and see if I can. I'll make sure that I've got the same amount of resin on each side. I'm just going to heat it ever so slightly just to get it to bend. Just do it carefully. Don't want to burn my resin, but I just want to soften it. Just a little bit to get it to go into that bowl. I'm leaving fingerprints. Should have put my gloves back on, I think. Whoops, it's moved. Whoops, it moved. I did spray my bowl with my silicone spray, and then I just wiped the excess out with my tissue. So that's it's making dust, you know, tissue dust. Yeah, probably should have come back to this like an hour ago, but like I said, I wasn't planning on making a bowl. It was an afterthought. Oops, slip it again. I'm going to make sure that I can feel the same amount of overhang, and I know it's in the middle. I'll try not to let it slip again. And a lot of people say, look, why don't you put it over the, but put this that way over the bowl? And yes, you can, but the risk of doing that is you might get creases, you might get marks like on this top surface here, if that was on the inside. Previously when I've done that, it's creased. When it's kind of bent like that, it's kind of like creased. So I'm just wary not to do that. So that's why I'm doing it this way. I nearly had it and it moved again. All right, I'll try again. Last time. Try not to let it move. Oh no. Oh, when I push like that, it moves. Anyway, I will just struggle with this just for a few more minutes. And then, actually maybe if I use two hands, it won't move when I push it down. How's that? Push it with two hands. No, it moved again. That's all right. So anyway, you get the general idea. I'm just going to push that in. Heat it, push it, heat it, push it, just until it's taken the shape of that bowl. You can use any bowl you want. If you want it to have kind of like a little scalloped edge, like that one, you could put like little marbles or balls or something in there. But this resin is way too set now for me to go around putting things in there. It would have worked if I'd done it an hour or so ago, but it won't now. Okay, I think that's pretty good, she says, as it slips again. This is where you need two people to help. You push one end in and the other end pops out. Sorry if I'm frustrating you. All right, look, I'll get there. I might just leave it like that. So it's really pretty. Anyway, I do like it. It just hasn't got the striations. I might have to actually go back and see what resin did that. Look, see the striations? But then I did use mica powder in that one as well. So we shall see. I will try it with the ultra clear, like I said earlier, and see if I get a different look. But either way, I'll unmold this baby tomorrow and maybe give it a little bit of a silver edge, because I think that would look pretty. So I'll see you tomorrow. Righto, I am back. It's only been a few hours later, but I want to try and get this out into the sun before all the sun goes. Let's see if I can pop it out. It's always, oh, there we go. It's always a worry at that stage. Will it come out? Will it not come out? It's out. Oh, look at that. It's really pretty, actually. To be picky, my OCD, this tiny little area here hasn't closed in as much as the other side did. But apart from that, it's actually really quite beautiful, isn't it? That's the side I chose to be on the inside. And then that was the outside. It's just very glary. I don't know that there's a lot of difference, really. There's the little striations on the outside, striations on the inside. I think that this is better because the black's kind of floated over the top. So I'm going to go and, look how transparent it is. I'm going to go and take a little quick video outside for you before the sun all goes. So come with me. I've decided not to paint the edges. I think it just looks beautiful the way it is. I don't think it needs any edges. I hope I don't drop it off the deck. It's a long way down. Look at our flame tree, look! It's in flower, it's in bloom. Alright, I'm going to put this up here. There's the sun. The sun is just setting over there. It's probably not the best. I just wanted to see what it looked like with the sun behind it. Oh, we can try over here maybe instead. That's my backyard. You've all seen it before. Okay, it's very, very glary. Gee, it's hard to get a video, a nice video. I thought it would be easier outside, but it's not really. Oh my gosh, no, it's not really very easy out here at all. Never mind. I tried. It's just so glary. Alright, let's go back inside. Maybe I'll get a better shot inside for you. Do you want to have a look at my bowl? I haven't got any food in it. Nope. So, how about if I put it down here on this little table outside? Again, it's still really glary, but hopefully you can kind of see. It's really beautiful actually. Nice and delicate. Very pretty. Alright, I'll leave it at that, and I will check you all for the next video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you real soon again for the next video. Okay, bye for now.